going on? That always makes me laugh because whenever I hear that particular intro, it cuts out, it has my voice in it, and it cuts out my voice right before I say something really, really, really wrong. Wrong is the word. I was gonna say like incorrect or like mean, but I don't know if it's mean. I don't know. But what's up, Kieran and Declan Loud? I think I said I want you to go until it like hurts or something like that. You shouldn't really go that hard. I was saying that in the moment. Probably saw like that a camera was on me, and I was like, you go until you feel pain, baby. All right, these are all like exaggerative things. All right, but yeah, every time I hear that, I'm like, man, I am the bad coach in all the movies. I'm the guy that's like, sweep the leg, Johnny. All right, it is what it is. It's what it is. You are who you are in life. All right, and I'm the bad dojo guy. It is what it is. Let's just get started. Hopefully the quote of the day will redeem me. All right. Oh, but I wanted to say first. I wanted to say, if you're out there and you are a 1st through 8th grader, hear me out on this, okay? If you're a 1st through 8th grader out there who's working their tail off, and I mean like we got Kieran, we got Declan, we got Teo, we got Joey, all right? We got Noah. All right? You guys are out there working your tails off. All right? There's gonna come some temptation in your lifetime, and I got this huge news to tell you. What's up, Teo? I got some huge news to tell you. The news is babies don't know what fun is. All right, babies have no idea what fun is. The idea to a baby, the idea of fun to a baby is peekaboo. You're like, peekaboo, right? And the baby, because it doesn't have object permanence yet, is like, this is the bee's knees of fun, baby. Do it again, right? And babies they're just silly, right? Now that's totally fun to a baby. I'm not trying to say take away that fun from a baby, but what I am trying to say is, when you're in high school, you're gonna have parties to go to. All right, those parties are a heck of a lot more fun than peekaboo, I'll tell you that much. But those parties get broken up. Those parties don't last that long. Those parties, you don't even like know what you're doing. I mean, those parties aren't as good as college. All right, college parties, end all be all. I can't even say that adult life compares to college life, because it doesn't. All right, unless you're like an NBA superstar or something like that. But yeah, college parties are the height of civilization. Okay, but everything below it is less. And I got to tell you, anything between 1st and 8th grade, guys, it's worse than high school by far. I mean, the sleepovers and all that kind of, it's pretty lame. It's just like the kids peekaboo. It might impress you right now, but later on you're gonna be like, yeah, I could have skipped that. So for all of you guys working out, you're doing God's work, baby. All right, you're doing your future self a favor. You won't look back and be like, all right, why aren't I an NBA player? What was I doing when I was 1? I was playing peekaboo. Gotcha. Could I have skipped that and just like worked out instead? Well, no, because you couldn't walk then. All right, but the stuff that you guys are missing right now, maybe like the little like I don't know, like if you had to skip over a few sleepovers and things like that, guys, you're not missing out on anything. And the better that you do, the better that those parties will be in college. Now we actually have a chapter in our book that talks about that. I'm not sure which chapter it is, but it's in the blue 3 to 6 year old book. Yeah, and it talks about like the things that you'll be missing now. Don't worry about it, because they just get better later. The more that you can hold off. So great job being a professional player now. I say get all that professionalism out of the way now so you can actually be a professional later. Skip the kid stuff. It just gets better. I promise you. What's the quote of the day? Quote of the day is risk, care, dream, and expect. That's a lot of words. It's a lot of words for just a quote. It's just a whole bunch of just 4 words put together, but we're gonna count it. We're gonna count it as a quote. All right, risk, care, dream, and expect. All right, now when you're expecting, not when you're pregnant. All right, this is a step-by-step one right here. Okay, it's the step-by-step one. So what you first want to do is you want to risk, and you guys feel the risk. I know you guys feel the risk. The risk is, are you putting in a lot of work for something that won't go anywhere? And it's the risk that most kids don't want to take, which is great. You don't want that formula to change, because if it does change, then everybody would try their hardest and then you won't have a chance. All right, so great. I would say that it's riskier to not risk at this point in time because no one's risking themselves for this dream of yours. So that's fantastic. So your risk isn't that high. So take this risk and you're going to get instant rewards because no one else is working. So you're going to see yourself progress. So risk, care. All right, that's a hard one, especially it's really hard for me in life to care about certain things. I every time I'm like invested and I care about someone or something, I feel like an idiot afterwards. As soon as that thing or that person like stabs me in the back or betrays me. All right, it's like, dude, I really wanted to win that game, and I like dove in the ground. I like was bleeding, and then we lost. Now I feel like I'm an idiot, right? I cared for this person and I was like, doing everything for them, and then they just hated me for no reason, and I was like, what did I do, right? But it's hard to care. It's a risk to care. All right, so you must risk, you must care, you must dream. All right, you must think ahead and don't just think logically. Think with your dreaming muscles and try to like pull yourself up and up and up and up, especially like before you start preparing, before you start doing, before you start achieving. The first step is to dream. All right, and then the last one is to expect, not just hope, but to expect the great things to happen. I expect these great things to happen. I expect myself to win. I expect myself to get better. And if you do all four of those things, all that's left to do is to go out there and actually do it. All right, and that's what you guys are filming every day and things like that. So that's the quote of the day: risk, care, dream, and expect. All right, don't forget that the games are on the website. Make sure that you guys sign up for those games. We are adding a couple of more dates. I might just give those to the Rev Up guys, but I don't think that they have any fifth graders out there. So that one will always be for our kids. Maybe. I'm not really sure if I can get another team for that level. Possibly. All right, but I'll be adding more games, but the games on there right now, go ahead and sign up for all those games, please, so I can know who to give games away to. Like if we can't make it to a particular game, we have 0 people signed up, I'll give it away to another team. All right, so make sure that you guys sign up right now to log those things in so I can find another team in case we need one. All right, but yes, risk, care, dream, and expect. What am I expecting for the itinerary for the day? We would normally have open gym. We do not. All right. Yeah, but we would start off open gym with 2-on-2 diamond, then we got 1-on-1 weak side pin down. All these little drills are to formulate in your system ways to dominate the game by scenario, basically. So anytime that you are in a 2-on-2 or 2-on-1 situation, then the R2-on-2 situation, as the 2-on-2 diamond drill indicates, you would. Someone's calling me again. Why do people call me during the show? I'm not answering the phone during the show, guys. Stop it. All right, but yes, anytime that you go through a 2-on-1 or a 2-on-2 drill, this drill will help you out for the game in those moments. Same with the 1-on-1 weak side pin down. And if you can come off a pin down, which is just screen down, come off it, and you've been used to that particular score, that's great. When all we do is play open gym, you don't really get the exact moments like these during the game that many times, for not enough for you to dominate them during games. So we're going to start out practice the first 10 minutes by doing these 2 drills. Then we have the 5-on-5 cutthroat. Again, we'll start the open gym stuff starting in March. All right. As for the team training stuff that we would have done, it would have been wall, floor, tap, dribbles, double team, step through, play with key points, skill, hype, 49 seconds down by 3 with free throws, and 5-on-5 winners run. The one that I wanted to talk about, you guys can all do the wall, floor, tap, repeat, and the double team step through. That can happen, right? But the play with key points, getting inside the key, as I said many times, it counts as a point. Maybe not during the games, but during this game it counts. And even during the games, getting inside the key and then successfully passing the ball out, it counts because it gets the team moving. And by the end of the game, if you keep doing that all game long, and let's say that you never score, you've basically scored 20 points. If you can do that, let's say 30 times, all right? We'll call it half, 15 points, all right? So maybe they don't score off of it. Maybe they do. But you're getting people tired, you're getting people rotating, you're getting more opportunities for rebounds, more opportunities for drives, more opportunities for shots, more opportunities for assists. Every time that you drive twice, I say that it counts for 1 point. All right? Every time that you drive basically 4 times, there should be a basket out of it. Somehow, some way, whether that's a rebound or something happening or like a jump shot or you scoring, 4 times inside the key and you successfully either pass out or shoot a shot, that counts as a bucket. All right, so make sure you guys are doing that, and this is why we do that drill. All right, next thing, homework. All right, Kieran posting 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run, and Kieran posting successful dribble shots. Nice job. That's the only post that we have. All right. You gonna post, Teo? You gonna post today? Did you do a workout? Teo's been on the last few days as well. You used to have posted before. That was before. But yes, you are what you do, and not what you say you'll do. I'll keep uttering that to the end of time. That's why I made it like a huge part of like this like little like spiel right here. This thing, that's that quote every single day, no matter what. Do your homework. Show me that you're doing homework so that we can do stuff. Now, I asked Taz if he was doing it. He's like, yeah, it's just not posting. I was like, I knew you would say that. Taz, where you at? Taz, where you at? Story of the day coming your way. Watch it. I could make it easier to get you to show more often, but the end result wouldn't be greatness. The end result would be a mediocrity not worth the time it took you to show up, and definitely not worth the time it took for me to talk you into it. Dang, preach. I like that one so much. I'm gonna read it back to you because it is important. All right, look, I can make it easier for you, all right, to get you to show more often. I can make it easier to get you to show more often. I could make it easier to get you to show more often, by like not running you, like by like doing things that you want to do, by like making it like whatever, like that. But the end result from that wouldn't be greatness. It would be a mediocrity not worth the time it took you to show up, and definitely not worth the time it took for me to talk you into it. All right, so I'm sitting there begging you to come, changing practice for you, making it like this, making it like that, bringing ponies and cotton candy to practice, and then you end up being a JV basketball player. And I spent all my life just for that. And you spent all your time, all your parents' time driving you out there just for that crap? Nah, if we're going to do this and we're going to spend our life away at this, we might as well do it hardcore so that the end result is every kid makes their MBA, or at least the kids that cared, all right? And so, yeah, that's an important one because you're going to be there anyways. If you're going to be there, you might as well go your hardest, and I might as well give you guys my all. I might as well make it to a level that will maximize how much you can get. Basically, it's this. Basically, the basketball gym that we open is a bank vault, all right? And when we open up the bank vault, it's only open for so much time, for you guys until you're 18 years old. How much money do you want to take out of the bank? And it's free for you to take until I close the door back up. The answer is as much as you can. But I'm like, whoa, but what if it's too heavy to carry? How about we just take $1 out? Just $1 so you can carry it. You don't want to carry too much change either, baby. No, right? Nah. You want it all. All right, so go get it all. All right, let's make this like, let's go for every single dollar that we got while this bank vault is open, and let's just fill up our bags so we can get out of here so the police don't catch us. Did I take that too far? Probably. All right, let's move on. All right, we got our trivia question today. Trivia question, and we got 4 pretty interesting things coming up, but here's the trivia question. What was the sham god called in Europe when initially used by Yugoslavian players Dragan Kacanovic, Danko Shetikanen, and Dejan Bodaraga? I don't know how to say their names, but you can read it right there. That's the trivia question. What did they used to call the sham god? Because sham god actually, he just brought it to America. Like he might have came up with it, but they were doing it before. He might have saw it before. Maybe he stole it. Maybe he didn't. But it's called the sham god now everywhere. But what was it called in Europe when it was initially used by those guys? Dragon, Danko, and Dejan. Dejan sounds really like a black name, but Bororoga does not. Dude, that's a good answer. That is the answer right there. The answer is the Whip. The Whip. I mean, that's kind of a cool name. Now, I'm sure it had its name like maybe that it was like called something in like Europe, like in a European language, but it was called the Whip. Yes. And the thing goes, let me see. Despite his brief NBA career, he's well remembered as the, I don't know that English word, progenitor and namesake of a widely used crossover dribble called the Sham God. Although the move, known in Europe as the Whip, was originally used by former Yugoslavian players, blah, 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 and blah, 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 and later popularized by Dejan right there. All right, very, very interesting. I like it. Yes, it was called the Whip, or in Latino, El Laguito. El Laguito. Whoosh, whoosh. All right, yes. So, Kieran gets the point. Great job. You got 5 now. Awesome job. And let's move on to, I believe that this is a Did You Know? Did you know? Did you know? Where am I? Right here. All right. Did you know? Listen to this. This is crazy. Did you know that when Olivia Rodrigo is in her concerts, she has earpieces in? See these little earpieces? She has earpieces in, okay? All right. And the earpieces obviously don't let her hear the crowd, but they speak to her. And it's her voice speaking to her. So listen to her voice.
1, 2, 3, 4. Verse 3, 4.
So everyone is screaming in the crowd, and this is what Olivia Rodrigo is listening to. Everyone's like, yeah, you can do it. And she's just like, 1, 2, 1, 2, playing the metronome and like hearing like the chorus. And like, so she can stay on tune. And a lot of like stars do this because obviously if they're paying attention to you guys, they can't pay attention to the actual music and they have to stay on beat. And they probably can't even hear like the drummers behind them. So that they have to have this in their ear. And I wanted to bring it up because
Verse 3, 4.
What are you focusing on during games? What are you thinking of? Are you thinking of your parents? Are you thinking of like
Chorus, all in.
Are you thinking of your teammates like yelling like bad things your way, saying that you suck? Are you thinking of like the other team talking trash? Or what are you focusing on? Are you just focusing on like doing the job? All right, these guys that do this, like all these like concert superstars, they're out there with millions of fans screaming at them, and they're like, no, I'm not gonna listen to everyone admiring me. I mean, it's hard enough to not listen to everyone like talking trash about you, but not even listening to the admirers, and just going, let me focus on my craft. So I would suggest you drown out the noise and be a little bit like Olivia Rodrigo here.
3, 4.
That's just interesting
Verse
to me.
3, 4.
Totally interesting to me. So weird. So yes, maybe we should get you guys headphones. Next thing we got is highlight time. Alright, this is Kobe Bryant and Tracy McGrady doing a dunk contest with Ray Allen. Who else is in there? I believe that's that Mahmoud. Chris Webber was one of them, I think. And they're doing it for Magic Johnson's like a Magic Johnson benefit show. And it's a dunk contest that wasn't even seen. And in this dunk contest, Kobe does a dunk. This is in 1997. He does a dunk that Vince Carter later did. And when Vince Carter did it in 2000, I thought that no one had ever seen that before. No one had ever done that before. And people were acting like they had never seen it before. But there's a whole bunch of people in the crowd right now, and they all saw him do this dunk. Now, this is Stephon Marbury. He just does a basic one. But he was short, so he just pulls it back, right? Yeah, but that was like fancy for back in the day, I guess. The T Mac one was pretty awesome. All right, let's see another one. Is this the Kobe one? No, this is Ray Allen. Again, just a normal dunk. Come on, let me see the Kobe one. Here goes Kobe right here. Okay, that was Kobe going between the legs with the what's that called? The baseline funk supermeister something or other. That's Magic trying to hype up the crowd. Trying to get to the dunk. Now this is Michael Finley doing a windmill. That's nice. Okay, a windmill two-hand one. All right, I think who's this one? Oh, this is another T-Mac one. So I think Kobe comes on next. But if you want to see the full video, you can go online, just type in unseen dunk contest, and then or maybe like the word Kobe too. Let's see this thing. The cameraman. I don't think the cameraman was really supposed to be there. Oh, that's Kobe going between his legs. He did that later in his own dunk contest. A guy, who is that? Oh, Charles O'Bannon. This is Brent Barry. He's dunking from far away. Oh, no. He went behind his back over his head, but then he starts dancing for everybody. And everyone liked that because they were like, oh, the white guy could dance. All right, this is Penny Hardaway. I think he just does a basic one as well. Yeah, but that was like he was kind of far away from it. All right, let's get to the one. I'm trying to show you guys the one. I think they held it till the end so we can watch the whole video probably. All right, that's a 360 by T-Mac. All right, here it comes. Yes, here we go. Is that not the same dunk? Is that not the same exact dunk? Kobe did it 3 years before Vince Carter and never got credit for it. That's just so randomly mind-blowing to me. I don't know what you guys think about it, but yeah, that's what I think about it. It's just weird. All right, moving on. All right, we got a conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory is this right here. Jokic stole Carmelo's number. What do you guys think about that? Did it happen? Is this what happened? All right. Carmelo Anthony said that the Denver Nuggets were so mad at him for forcing his way out, which maybe they should be, that when it came down to Jokic, the next big superstar, they gave him the number 15 just to spite him. Turns out this one may not be that big of a conspiracy theory. Because Jokic says he's had that number since he was like a little kid. He probably just asked for it. But I will say this. Let's just say that Jokic retires. And then 10 years from now, doesn't have his number yet retired. All right? And someone asked for number 15 and said, I've had this number since I was 1 year old. Would the Nuggets give it to him? I think not. So I do think that there's something to this conspiracy. Because maybe Jokic wanted the number, but he was a second round draft pick whom the Nuggets didn't really think that much of because the whole league didn't think that much of him. So they didn't think he would be amazing, I'm sure. But that's even worse. They gave number 15 to just some random guy. But did they really think that Carmelo's number would be retired one day? Did he do that much for the franchise? I don't think that's fair to say either. I don't think that Carmelo did that much for Denver, and he left them on such bad terms. Just said, screw you guys, you suck. All right, let me go to the Knicks so that they can suck. So every All-Star doesn't deserve their number forever enshrined. There's only so many numbers, and there's a lot of All-Stars. All right, now is Carmelo a future Hall of Famer? Yes. Did he deserve his number just watched over by the Nuggets? Nah. Did the Nuggets do it to put it in his face? I would say there's an argument no for that as well, because they chose to give it to a player that they weren't sure of. They just gave it to him. So maybe that was like a slap in Carmelo's face, but it's not like they were like, watch this. We're going to give it to this next great player who's going to be better than Melo. No, they weren't saying that because I don't think that the Nuggets knew. Unless they had that much confidence, which if they did, why didn't they pick him in the first round? I mean, who did they pick in the first round? I don't even know. Who did they pick in the first round? Let me see. Nuggets, first round, Jokic, pick. Let me see. Second round, he was blah, blah, blah. 1914 draft. All right. So in the 1914 draft, where are these drafts right here? 1914 draft. Did the Nuggets even have a first round pick? Let's see. Nuggets, right there. They chose Doug McDermott. All right. Doug McDermott was chosen, all right, by the Nuggets in the first round. Doug McDermott. All right, I can't even find him right here. Where is it? Right there is my man. At the 11th pick, Doug McDermott was chosen by the Denver Nuggets and traded to Chicago right away. So if anyone should have got it, it should have been Doug McDermott as number 15. So I don't believe that the Nuggets were purposely doing it, but I do think that there was something involved in it. That's all I got to say about that. All right, moving on. All right, speaking of social things, what does wolf mean? And it's funny that the wolves are of this person.
I have no idea.
If you don't know what wolf means, are you even a basketball player? All right.
Shoot.
Wolf means shoot.
Wolf. It means watch out for the defender.
Okay, so now this is a dad who did not know. He did not know this answer, but if I yelled wolf, wouldn't you automatically just be like on the lookout for stuff? Guys, wolf is when a person comes up behind you and they try to steal the ball from you. All right, but these answers are hilarious. So the adult got it right because logically it means that. He didn't even know. He said he didn't know. He goes, is it like looking out for something? So yeah, that's what wolf means. You guys should know these things.
Screen.
He said screen.
Guard.
Guard.
Box out.
Box out.
Someone's coming behind you for a steal.
There you go.
It means if someone's running behind you, they yell wolf, so you know someone's running to try to get the ball behind you.
Good job, Declan.
Screen?
Not a screen. Stop saying screen.
I have no idea.
Now, do you know that now, Teo?
Pack, I don't know.
Pack.
It means someone else is coming up from behind trying to steal the ball on a fast breaker, coming back.
They will literally scream this at you during games.
Maybe?
That somebody's behind you trying to steal the ball.
There you go, Austin.
Somebody that's trying to steal the ball from coming behind you.
That means it's gonna shoot somebody's right there, and you're not seeing them, and they can steal it. The ball.
Good job. He eventually got it. We saw that before.
Someone's coming from behind for like a steal, and so you should make a crossover, look back, and just like see somebody's there.
That means someone's coming behind you and they're gonna steal a ball. If you're dribbling like fast break or something.
Good job. All right, so if you don't know what these terms are, what does wolf mean and stuff like that, there's a whole bunch of terms that you have to know. Like, literally, you have to know them because they're going to scream wolf, and if you don't, like, look behind you, they still it. The coach is going to be like, yo, didn't you hear him scream wolf? Like, you need to know certain terms. Now, you don't need to know what dropping a dime means, but that's nice to know as well. All right, there's certain terms that you need to know in basketball. So heads up for the lingo. All right, try to understand these things. There's actually, you can look online. There's like terms like basketball jargon, and you can like look up like meanings. I'm not saying that's kind of like lame to do, but that's the easy way to do it. Other things is just to hang out and talk a lot during open gym or at rec centers. Learn the lingo. All right. Anyways, the quote of the day is risk, care, dream, and expect. I will expect to see you guys soon. Make sure you guys sign up for all the stuff, like I said before. All right, my name is John Sanders. This is Limitless Hoops, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.